before to the her name to controls to her just them to supply decisions that supply was taking so I can very decision that we have the importance of self-care and building healthy habits. And this is our compared with Claude. Hello, Claude. Hello, Claude AI.
Hey, Shabir, good to hear from you. How's it going?
Okay, today my discussion topic is the importance of self-care and building healthy habits. And this is my first question is, what does self-care mean to you?
I think there's a bit of a transcription hiccup there, but I reckon you're asking what self-care actually means, yeah? Self-care is basically taking intentional time to look after your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Things like getting enough sleep, eating well, exercising, or doing something that helps you relax and feel good. It's about prioritizing yourself so you can show up better in other areas of your life. What aspects of self-care are you most interested in exploring?
Okay, second question, why is self-care important in daily life?
Good question. Self-care matters because without it, you burn out. Your mental health suffers, you get more stressed, and you're less able to handle life's demands. Basically, it's the foundation that lets you be your best self and actually enjoy what you're doing.
How can self-care improve mental health?
Yeah, exactly. So mental health is a huge part of self-care. When you're looking after your mental well-being through things like managing stress, getting enough sleep, or talking to someone about what's on your mind, you're actually improving your overall health. It all connects together, doesn't it?
What are the benefits of preaching self-care regularly?
I'm not quite sure what you mean by records of bridging healthcare regular. The transcription might have been a bit tricky there. Are you asking about how to maintain regular healthcare? Or perhaps how mental health and physical health connect together? Help me out and I'll give you a proper answer.
Next question, how does self-care affect physical health?
Good question. When you practice self-care, exercising, eating well, sleeping properly, managing stress, you're directly strengthening your body and immune system. Better sleep means you recover faster, exercise keeps you fit and energized, and reducing stress actually lowers inflammation in your body. It's all interconnected, really.
Okay, how do many people neglect self-care? I am repeating my question. How does self-care affect physical health and why do many people neglect self-care? Care.
Right, so as I mentioned before, self-care directly improves your physical health through better sleep, exercise, and nutrition. As for why people neglect it, most folks struggle because life gets busy. They prioritize work or others' needs, or they don't realize how much it actually matters until they're already burnt out.
What are some simple self-care activities anyone can do? Do you understand my question? I am repeating. What are some self-care activities anyone can do? I think for the I
Great question. Here are some simple ones. Take a walk or do some stretching, drink more water, get better sleep by setting a bedtime routine. Spend time doing something you enjoy, or just take a few minutes to breathe deeply when you're stressed. Even small things like that make a real difference.
Okay. How can self-care help reduce stress? Hello, Claude a.i. My
Hey
question,
there, Shabir. Looks like you might.
my question is, how can self-care help reduce stress? Reduce stress. I am saying, how can self-care help reduce stress?
I think the transcription got a bit jumbled there, Shabir. Are you asking how self-care can help with stress or anxiety?
Yeah.
Or perhaps. Right, so self-care helps with stress and anxiety by giving your nervous system a chance to calm down. Things like exercise release feel-good chemicals, meditation quiets your racing thoughts, and proper sleep helps you process emotions better. When you're looking after yourself, you're just more resilient to life's pressures, really.
How does healthy eating contribute to self-care?
Healthy eating is a cornerstone of self-care because what you fuel your body with directly affects your energy, mood, and mental clarity. When you're eating nutritious food, you're stabilizing your blood sugar, supporting your brain function, and reducing inflammation, all of which help you feel better physically and mentally.
Why is exercise considered an important part of self-care?
Exercise is crucial for self-care because it does so much at once. It boosts your mood through endorphins, reduces stress and anxiety, improves your sleep quality, and strengthens your body. It's honestly one of the most effective ways to look after both your physical and mental health simultaneously.
How can self-care improve productivity?
When you're practicing self-care, you're better rested, less stressed, and more focused, which means you actually get more done and do it better. It might seem counterintuitive to take time away from work, but looking after yourself gives you the energy and clarity you need to be properly productive.
What are the signs that someone needs more self-care?
I'm not quite sure what you mean by self-clear. Could you rephrase that? Are you asking about self-awareness, self-discipline, or perhaps being clear about your own needs and boundaries? That'll help me give you a better answer.
Okay. I am asking, what are the signs that someone needs more self-care?
I reckon you're asking what signs show that someone needs more self-care, yeah?
Yeah.
Look Right, so signs you need more self-care include feeling constantly tired or burnt out, being irritable or anxious, struggling to focus, neglecting things you enjoy, or getting sick more often. If you're noticing any of those, it's your body and mind telling you to slow down and prioritize yourself a bit more.
How can self-care improve relationships?
I think you might be asking how self-care can improve your relationships, yeah? When
Yeah.
you're looking after When you're practicing self-care, you're happier and less stressed, which means you show up as a better version of yourself in your relationships. You're more patient, more present, and less likely to take things out on people you care about. So it actually strengthens your connections with others.
What is the difference between self-care and selfishness?
Good distinction to make. Self-care is about maintaining your own well-being so you can function better and be there for others. It's necessary and sustainable. Selfishness, on the other hand, is prioritizing yourself at the expense of others' needs without regard for them. Self-care is balanced, selfishness isn't.
Okay. How can self-care boost self-confidence? Again, I am repeating my question. That is, how can self-care boost self-confidence?
Brilliant. Is there anything else about self-care you'd like to explore, or are we good?
How can self-care boost self-confidence?
Absolutely, you're spot on. When you're taking care of yourself, eating well, exercising, getting proper sleep, you feel better physically and mentally, which naturally boosts your confidence and sense of self-worth. You start feeling more capable and better about yourself overall.
How can mindfulness support self-care?
Mindfulness supports self-care by helping you tune into what your body and mind actually need. You become more aware of stress, emotions, and habits. When you're mindful, you make better choices about rest, nutrition, and boundaries. And you're also calmer and more present in everyday moments.
Why is emotional self-care important? Why
I'm
is
not entirely sure what you mean by email self-care.
why
Is
is why is emotional self-care important?
Emotional self-care is important because it helps you process difficult feelings, prevent emotional burnout, and build resilience. When you take time to acknowledge your emotions, talk things through, or do something that soothes you, you're developing a healthier relationship with your inner world and protecting your mental health.
What are the challenges of maintaining a self-care routine?
The main challenges are fitting it into a busy schedule, lacking motivation on tough days, and not seeing immediate results, so you lose interest. Also, sometimes guilt creeps in. People feel selfish for taking time for themselves, but overcoming that mindset is key to keeping a routine going.
How can busy people make time for self-care?
I think the transcription got a bit mixed up there. Are you asking how to make time for self-care despite digital distractions, or perhaps how to use digital tools to support your self-care routine?
What are healthy habits and why are they important?
Healthy habits are consistent actions like regular exercise, eating nutritious food, sleeping well, and managing stress. Basically, the routines that support your physical and mental well-being. They're important because they compound over time, giving you more energy, better health, and improved quality of life overall.
How are healthy habits formed?
Sorry, I'm not quite
How how are healthy habits formed? Formed?
I'm having trouble picking up what you're asking there, Shabir. Are you asking how to form healthy habits, or perhaps how healthy habits connect to self-care? Give it another go, and I'll sort you out.
Why is consistency important when building healthy habits?
Consistency is everything with habits because that's how they actually stick. Doing something regularly rewires your brain and makes it automatic over time. If you're sporadic about it, you never really embed the habit, so you keep having to rely on willpower instead of it just becoming part of who you are.
What are some examples of healthy daily habits?
Here are some solid ones. Drinking enough water throughout the day, moving your body for at least 30 minutes, eating balanced meals, getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep, and taking a few minutes to relax or meditate. Starting with even just one or two of these makes a real difference.
How can small habits lead to big change?
Exactly right. Small habits compound over time. If you start with something tiny like a 5-minute walk or drinking more water, it builds momentum and confidence. Then you naturally add more habits, and before you know it, you've transformed your life. It's all about consistency with the small stuff.
What is the best way to start a new healthy habit?
The best approach is to start small. Pick just one habit and make it ridiculously easy so you actually stick with it. Link it to something you already do daily, like exercising after your morning coffee, and give yourself a few weeks before expecting it to feel natural.
Why do people often struggle to maintain healthy habits? How can goal setting help build healthy habits? How can goal set? uh, Okay,
Setting clear goals gives you direction and motivation. You know exactly what you're working towards, which makes it easier to stay committed. Breaking bigger goals into smaller milestones also keeps you motivated along the way, because you get those wins more regularly.
how can discipline help maintain healthy habits? How can discipline help maintain healthy habits? I am repeating my question, that is, how how can discipline help maintain healthy habits?
Right, so discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades. It's the consistency that turns healthy habits into automatic routines. When you're disciplined about sticking to your goals, you build trust in yourself, which makes it easier to maintain those healthy habits long term.
Why is drinking enough water a healthy habit?
I'm not quite catching that one, Shabir. Could you rephrase what you're asking? Are you wondering why a particular habit is healthy, or how to identify which habits are worth building?
Okay, ये था तुम्हारा डिस्कशन सेशन जो तुमने लोगे दिया जैसे उनको डिस्कशन करते हुए डिस्कशन को